Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Off the RPO, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Black Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Coleman. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army, time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
Buying some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Let's look at the big picture for Army. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
The Black Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line. closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Coleman. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kansas State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Might as well stick with it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
There he goes!
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And when it's third and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They
breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Coleman. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like? Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just put it on the line, it's really nice to have.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass escapes him still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Coleman. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a miss.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Oakland. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Reed. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Back to pass, it's Coleman. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Moving away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
The Black Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. Turning it on. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those 2.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Flicks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State in business in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. tackle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Starts a drive trying to go up top. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Pulls and fires complete.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Johnson looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there but couldn't hook up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Reed. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Army! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but...
Snags it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Coleman. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws for the tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. And now the ball is knocked free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's so demoralizing. I get the big stop, I force the punt, and then we put it on the deck and give it right back to them. I had my helmet unstrapped. I was ready to watch some game film on the sidelines, and now I got to put my helmet back on and get right back out there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here we go. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. He's up to 86 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Makes a man miss. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. This quarterback, part of their running game. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this deep.
There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Offense set on first down.
Encroachment defense.
Couldn't quite hold water. Be 5 free yards for the O. Line gets set, first down. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. First down here for the offense.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really come on? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.